back to the Asset and Wealth Management Insight series. This is your go-to space for unpacking the biggest ideas shaping this sector. I'm Erin Pearson. I'm the VP of Marketing at Evalueserve and the host of this series. In today's episode, we're going to go into how to navigate Agentic AI in asset and wealth management. So this is a topic that's really buzzing around boardrooms and analyst briefings. It's a huge new trend and a huge shift in how people are working. According to a 2024 McKinsey report, AI can deliver up to 1.1 trillion annually in incremental value across the global banking industry. And Agentic AI is currently in the spotlight for adding to this. Just to set the stage very briefly, Agentic AI distinguishes itself as it doesn't just analyze, but it acts. It's a system that can learn, it can make decisions, and it can adapt on its own. This is a really big leap forward, especially for a sector like asset and wealth management, where personalization, speed, and trust are everything to their clients. And joining us today to share how firms are navigating Agentic AI is a seasoned expert from Evalueserve, Ajay Naher. So let's just get into it. Starting with the basics, Agentic AI is a term we're seeing more and more, but it can sound a little abstract. So for listeners who are maybe hearing about it for the first time, Ajay, what exactly is Agentic AI and how is it different from the kinds of AI most firms are already using today in asset and wealth management?
Hi, Erin, and hello to all the viewers. And that's a great question to start off, Erin. I think at its core, Agentic AI refers to the AI systems or AI programs that are designed to operate autonomously, often making decisions and taking actions to achieve a particular goal. Much like any human agent, but what sets it apart in the asset and wealth management space is its proactive and the often self-correcting nature. Now think of the traditional, AI, and you would feel that there are various data sets to identify patterns or predict market movements. But in case of an agentic AI, it won't just identify a potential rebalancing opportunity. It could then, within the defined parameters, also initiate the trade, monitor the execution, and even learn from the outcome to refine future actions. It moves beyond just the insights to actively orchestrating the tasks and the workflows. So this shift from just being an assistant to being an active partner is the crucial differentiator in my view.
Yeah, and that's a really nice breakdown in how it's being used today. So let's talk a little bit about what this looks like in the real world and how people are actually applying it. We know that about 82% of wealth managers are actively exploring AI to improve client outcomes and operations. That's from a recent Accenture study that's come out. But Agentic AI really takes this to the next level. So from your vantage point, where do you see Agentic AI making the biggest impact, both behind the scenes operationally, but then also in terms of how clients are experiencing wealth management?
Well, Erin, the potential and the opportunity for impact is immense, touching almost every facet, of AWM. On the operational side, think about automated compliance checks, intelligent trade execution that adapts to the real-time market microstructure that you can create around it, or even proactive risk management, where agents constantly monitor portfolios to subtle data shifts in risk profiles and recommend and even execute the mitigating actions. From a client engagement perspective, agentic AI could power hyper-personalized financial planning, where the AI agent could actually adjust the advice based on evolving life events, market conditions, and even behavioral patterns. It can streamline client onboarding, handle routine inquiries, and free up human advisors to focus on high value and empathetic interactions. We are also seeing a significant potential in intelligent data synthesis for competitor intelligence, where agents can autonomously gather, analyze, and distill insights from multiple sources to identify emerging trends or competitive threats.
Yeah. These are really powerful use cases that people have going within agentic AI, and then there's a lot that can be done looking into the future as well. But with that said, the technology is really exciting, but there is still a lot of hesitation within the industry around actually implementing all of this, as of course, there's a lot of risk between moving blindly into automation. So a recent CFA Institute survey found that more than 60% of advisors are concerned about the explainability in AI models. So there's a lot of talk, of course, around trust and ethics and compliance. So Ajay, what are the biggest hurdles that you see when it comes to scaling agentic AI in a space that's so regulated and trust-driven?
So the challenges are significant, but not unbeatable. Trust is very important. If an AI agent is making decisions, there has to be a complete transparency and the explainability in its rationale. The black box problem needs to be addressed through robust audit trails and clear accountability frameworks. Now, ethics are another critical consideration. Now, how do we ensure fairness in recommendations? How do we prevent that unintended biases creeping into autonomous decision making, especially when dealing with client portfolios? So governance is key here. Establishing clear rules or human oversight checkpoints and strong regulatory environment are all non-negotiables. Data privacy and security, on the other hand, are also magnified concerns when AI systems have greater autonomy. It's about building a responsible AI ground up.
Yeah, and a lot of that comes into bringing humans in the loop and keeping humans in the loop as well throughout the entire process as well. So let's shift gears a little bit to talk about what's coming next. If we look ahead 3 to 5 years, how do you see agentic AI evolving in wealth management? Will we see these systems working more independently or more as tools that enhance what human advisors can do best? And for firms thinking a bit more long term, what trends should they be paying close attention to and steps can they take to be ready for what's next?
Now, in the next few years, there is likely to be a significant shift from siloed AI applications to more integrated, more agent-based systems. Instead of one agent handling trades and another one managing compliance, we are likely to see sophisticated networks of agents collaborating, sharing information amongst them, and optimizing the overall workflows. The focus, on the other hand, will be on increasing human to AI collaboration. Agentic AI would not completely replace, human advisors, but only augment their capabilities significantly, from here. Advisors themselves will become super advisors, in my view, leveraging the AI agents for complex analysis, for personalization of insights, and efficient execution, allowing them to deepen client relationships and focusing more on strategic advice. We will also, on the other hand, see a more sophisticated application in market intelligence with agents identifying niche opportunities and risks at a speed and scale that will be impossible for humans to match. The companies that invest in developing robust governance and ethical frameworks alongside their technological prowess will be the ones that truly harness this full potential.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting to see how the balance is coming out between, mind plus machine, as we say here at Evalueserve. And just to go into the last question, let's keep this one a bit more practical. So let's say I'm a COO or a digital strategy head listening to this and thinking, okay, this sounds promising, but realistically, where do I begin? So what's one piece of advice to start exploring agentic AI inside a firm without overcommitting or overcomplicating what you're trying to do?
See, the pace at which this space is evolving, my strongest advice would be to start small, yet keep your ambitions very high. Prioritize responsible AI. Don't try and do everything at the same time. Identify a specific high impact problem where agentic AI can provide a clear, tangible benefit. This could be automating a repetitive compliance task or optimizing a specific trading strategy. At the same time, think strategically about the long-term vision that you want to have. How will agentic AI transform your entire operating model and client experience over time? That's the question you need to focus on. And crucially, embed ethical considerations, data governance, and explainability from the first day. Building trust and a robust framework around these autonomous systems will be the bedrock for a successful, scalable adoption, in my view. I think what we are seeing is an exciting time ahead, and the firms that embrace this evolution strategically will gain a significant competitive edge in the next few years, is my own view.
Yeah, I certainly agree with you there. So that's it for today's episode in the Asset and Wealth Management Insight series. And a huge thanks to you, Ajay, for all of the ideas and practical advice that you shared. I think we see agentic AI is already playing a really big role in how firms manage risk, can engage clients, and make better decisions faster. The key, as you said, is starting small, keeping trust front and center, and building on it from there. Next time, we're going to be diving into ESG investing and how firms are adopting or adapting portfolio strategies for more of a climate conscious world. So until then, thanks for listening, and we're going to see you soon.
All right, thank you.